Is it just me, or does it feel like they're trying to completely outlaw driving in Sydney? They're trying to make it as hard as possible with demerits, with fines, with tolls, with everything. Because I was watching a video from Primod yesterday, good friend of the show, and Primod's basically making the point, he did a 30-minute drive and he reckons he saw dozens of these cameras everywhere, police cars, RBT, and it does feel like that. It feels like we're in an open-air prison. And it's frustrating because a lot of people in the comments, haters of his, they were saying, oh, look, if you're not doing anything wrong, you've got nothing to fear. And look, that's kind of a COVID period argument. But Primod made a critical point at that. He said, now hang on a sec. Yes, I'm not doing anything wrong, but if there's that many cameras and that many RBT people out there, police officers looking for you to stuff up, it's just a matter before you stuff up. And to me, I felt that is exactly what it's like in a casino. Kids don't gamble, because when you go to the casino, the house always wins. The owner of the casino, they always win. It's just a matter of time. The longer you play, the higher the chance that it's just a matter of time before you lose. And that's exactly what it feels like with driving around in Sydney. A friend of mine, they got done for not having their seatbelt on right. It was not, it was under their arm or something. Or there was one girl complaining that she couldn't quite get it on right because of her breast size. God bless her. There was another one, they lost, it was a double demerit weekend that went over like a Thursday or a Friday. The government extended it a bit, and they were on their phone. Shouldn't have been on their phone, but they were on their phone. 10 demerit points. 10 demerit points. And it was just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous what's going on. The tolls are too high. And this is the thing. Chris Minns, he's like, oh, we're trying to ease it up on people. If you haven't had a violation on your driving record for the last year or two, we'll give you 1 demerit point back. And it's like, well, that's really pittance on what you're taking from people. And these people pay your bloody wages. They pay for everything, the roads, in their taxes. And if you weren't importing so many bloody people from overseas, if 30% of this country weren't immigrants, and if 53% of this country weren't immigrants or the children of immigrants, if you slowed down immigration, we wouldn't have the strain on our infrastructure that we do. But no, we have this situation because our politicians have been importing so many people overseas that our infrastructure can't keep up. We don't think forward thinking with regards to planning. And now we're in a situation where they have to demonize driving, which is like the embodiment of an individual's individuality, to be free, to the freedom of movement, to go out there. It's one of your most sacred rights, right up there with freedom of speech. But you can't do that as easily because they imported too many people and they haven't done the infrastructure ahead of time. And they want to try and get people onto onto public transport, to trains, to buses that are always striking thanks to the unions. This is Australia and this is Sydney. So to the arse-hats that are saying to Primod, if you're not doing anything wrong, you've got nothing to fear, screw you guys, because the house always wins. The government has weaponized good citizens that built this country's taxpayer money to completely make driving an illegal thing. And it's a massive country. There's no reason for it. But the arse-hats in Parliament, they've got to be kicked out. And that's why I do what I do with elections. But what do you guys think? Do you think, me and Primod, we've been smoking too much pot or something? Do you think that, do you feel a bit constrained? Do you feel like, our government is trying to demonize driving? Or do you think we're a bit of a conspiracy theorist? I'm curious your thoughts. Leave it in the comments. Let me know what you think. And if you're comfortable, let us know what are some of the ridiculous fines you've gotten. Because don't forget, they're starting to bring out fines for if you're drowsy. Somehow they have the technology to film you if you're drowsy and if you're driving on the road. It's ridiculous. We're in the middle of a cost of living crisis. People are pushing themselves to the limit, and they've got the technology to actually tell if you're drowsy and when you're driving. And what? You're going to cop demerits? You're going to cop fines for working too hard? It's hard enough already. These guys are clowns. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I've got to stop talking, otherwise I'm going to throw this freaking phone. I'll see you later.